It's basically going out to those who usually watch my videos and are anxiously waiting for new stuff to come. Well, I'm willing to bet 1 million Zenobatars that you'll be interested in what I'm about to say. First off, Twice Upon a Time, it's coming. I'm gonna go back to work on editing that sucker real soon, and then I'm gonna do the re-edits for the first 2 episodes, and I'm gonna get a hold of Dave, and we're gonna be working on the next script for the next episode of Weekly Fail Theater. And well, that's just about it. Yeah, you're gonna be seeing a lot more of me very soon. Okay, and as far as Jamie Wales reviews Twice Upon a Time, about that, it's not going to be on YouTube. At least, if it is, it's not going to be put on. It won't be on YouTube. Put on YouTube by me, I should say. Anyhow, that said, I'm going to get to the meat of the matter as to why I am get to the meat of the matter as to why I'm here, and that is Payback. Okay, this is an interesting one, and actually, it's just basically not really much of a surprise, really. I mean, I pretty much knew that it probably wouldn't have lived up to WrestleMania, or the big surprise that was Extreme Rules. Excuse me, that was Extreme Rules. What do I have to say? Well, I was basically right. I was basically right about that. Does that mean it was bad in any way, shape, or form? Absolutely not. It was a pretty damn good event. I'd say to definitely give it like maybe about 3 stars. Was a decent show. However, if I didn't have the WWE Network and was on the fence about getting the WWE Network, and I just so happened to have seen the kickoff show on YouTube, yeah, I would not be swayed to sign on by this event in under any way, shape, or form. By those 2 matches, because basically they were nothing. There are other people who have reviewed this, and it said that these 2 matches were basically what they were supposed to be. They were supposed to be part of the pre-show things, and blah blah blah. Here's my sentiment. Here's my thing, and this is what I'm going to get at right here. Actually, technically, yes, and technically, no. These matches were even more throwaway matches than anything that could be put in any kickoff show. I mean, these matches were just you just didn't care about these things, these matches. I mean, they were what they were. But like I said, if they wouldn't have, if I were someone who was not interested, who from the outset wouldn't have been interested in that event at all, and saw these matches, I still wouldn't have been interested. They were kind of, that they weren't that interesting. Weren't that interesting to me, under any circumstances at all. They just, I mean, you had R-Truth beating Stardust, whoop-de-doo, and you had the comedy match.
Jimmy, you gotta eat the bread pudding. Just add a little bit of milk and nuke it.
The Ascension, who have basically become a gigantic joke. It really, oh man, I really am not happy with what they've done to these guys. I mean, you build these up as these two in NXT, you build these guys up to be this monster tag team, and what do? When you bring them to the main roster, you turn them into an LOD knockoff, and you make them diss the legends, and they just freaking pissed any potential that these guys had straight down the crapper. They really just ruined these guys. And yeah, these two clowns are gonna be in the frickin' Elimination Chamber. Newsflash, they're not gonna win it. And no, sorry, they're not gonna win that thing. They're just not gonna win this thing at all. And yeah, they beat the Mega Powers. Yeah, Macho Mandow and Axelmania, and good God. You know what? I don't even think I need to say anything more about this. About these two. About Axel and Sandow. I don't need to say anything because everybody else has said enough. Talk about potential squandered. There's not much more to say in regards to Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow. So, moving right along. And, yeah. Right off the bat, I'm going to say that the best matches had to have been that. The I Quit match and the Tag Team Championship match. Even though the whole thing, everybody pretty much predicted straight off the bat what was going to happen with them. I mean, yeah, Cena won. And Lana just shouted, "He quits! He quits!" And that was the end of that one. But the way they had that thing put together was just unfriggin' believable. I mean, these guys were just beating the crap out of each other just all over the place. And to see Cena just freaking just right into the freaking pyro. That was like, what the? Are you serious? Really? You're gonna do, wow. But yeah, that match was unbelievably good. It was really good. And the tag team championship match was also pretty much a decent match. It was also really good. But yeah, after Elimination Chamber, can we not see these two teams vying for the championship anymore? Please, just move on. Move the fuck on. Hell, 3 matches was enough. That said, the worst matches. Of course, everybody's also said the same thing about this, and I can't help but agree here. And yeah, these matches just fucking sucked total ass. These matches were horrible. The Divas match was, well, it wasn't gonna, we knew it wasn't gonna be good to begin with anyway, but the biggest disappointment, and this is a huge disappointment here, was the match between King Barrett and Neville, and I gotta agree with what they've said. I mean, this is the big one right here. Why did they do that? I mean, it just seemed like filler more than anything, and it was kind of disappointing. I mean, why? It made no sense at all. I mean, how does the thing end? Had Neville doing some pretty damn good spots on there, and then out of nowhere, King Booker's like, "Hello, I'm gone." Walks off. Referee counts 10. Count out. What? I, like everybody else, just didn't fucking get that at all. And then later he comes in and tries to attack him, and then he ends up getting the red arrow anyway. Why? Couldn't they just let Neville win clean? Really? It's kind of dumb. And another thing that was dumb about this is King Barrett himself. He's King Barrett. Change his music already. Why are they still using the same freaking Bad News Barrett music for the guy? And they put the crown on him, and they're still using the same damn music. I mean, I know they didn't do any changes for Stone Cold Steve Austin, but yeah, here's the thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin was Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's no way they're gonna have anything regal for Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's fucking Stone Cold. I mean, you think Stone Cold, you think glass breaking, dun on, dun on, dun on, dun on, dun on, dun on. That's Stone Cold. But Bad News Barrett, he's from England, okay, and he wins King of the Ring. just give him a regal theme. I mean, he's Bad News Barrett. Bad News Barrett isn't Stone Cold. He's not Stone Cold. So change his theme. It's dumb. Letting him being the king of the ring and having him keep the Bad News Barrett music is dumb. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it at all. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to the main event, and yeah, this one was kind of it was kind of a mixed bag, really. It was pretty freaking cool. There were some good parts in it, and there were some not so good. The not so good parts was the involvement of Kane and those guys. I would have kept Kane on the sidelines. Just let him stand there and just let him stand there and just let him stand there and observe all the stuff going on with J&J security and all the stuff going on in the match. And then have him come in and freaking start taking out start taking out Roman Reigns and Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose let him take out Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose toward the end. Just have him choke slam them both. And just have him get hit by the RKO from Orton, and then have the ending be the same, of course, with Seth Rollins hitting the pedigree on him. That ending was the best. And of course, the very temporary reunion of the Shield, which was awesome. Yeah, of course I'd keep that. But yeah, I wouldn't. I think Kane's involvement was a little too much in that match. I mean, yeah, I know it's no DQ, but it's no DQ. Have him stay out there, and then have him come in and do the shit and toward the end of the match. That would have been much better. For what we got, the show wasn't half bad for what we got. I mean,
I've only got 8. Everybody only got 8.
so up next we got Elimination Chamber. And I have to say it was kind of bittersweet about the reason that we got this. And that being Daniel Bryan having to surrender the Intercontinental Championship. But so far, it looks to be a pretty interesting show. Well, that said, there's not much else for me to say except till next time, I'm taking off.